we got the meats. Buenos dias, friends, and welcome to Oaxaca City, the gastronomic capital of Mexico. Oaxaca has been on my bucket list for so long, and I'm finally here. I'm about to take y'all on an epic food tour today. We're gonna crush breakfast foods, we're gonna crush lunch foods, we're gonna crush dinner foods, we're gonna crush snacks, and we're gonna chow down on everything in between. I hope you all are having an amazing day, and I hope you've got some big appetites today, because you are not ready for all the incredible, delectable, and delicious foods that we are about to consume. Today is a very special episode because we're about to meet up with a special guest, an internet stranger, as a matter of fact. Yesterday, I received a DM on Instagram from a young chap from Ireland named Adam DUFFIN. He said, "Hey man, I'd like to come along with you, eat some food, and make some videos." And I said, "You know what, baby? We always got rum on the rocket ship." So I said, let's not even waste another day. Let's meet up tomorrow at noon, and let's go on an absolute smashing tour of Oaxaca's food scene. Our journey starts here at my current base of operations at the Casa Angel Hostel. Only $17 a night, 4-bed dorm, mega deal. Great rooftop space. As you can see here, a lot of cool cats staying at the hostel, but we don't have time for any of this. We're gonna go head to the first market of the day and start off with something thirst quenching, something nutritious, and something especially delicious. Let's go. We are on our way to meet Adam at our first destination of the day, a market called Sánchez Pascuas. All right, our journey kicks off right here at Super Jugos Angelita. I've been to a lot of juice bars since I've been in Mexico City. Juice is a staple of Mexican cuisine and culture. Mexico is also home to some of the best, most freshest, most delicious fruits in the world because it's home of some of the biggest juices I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, the portion sizes here are out of control. All right, the man, the myth, the legend, Adam DUFFIN has just shown up. Yo, Adam, tell the fans at home a little bit about yourself and how they can follow you and what you're doing here.
Yeah, so my name is Adam. I turned 21 recently. I'm from Ireland. Basically just quit my job after dropping out of school.
Yes.
Worked for a year and a half and then quit. Just packed my bags and came out to Central America.
Yo. Adam, what did you order there, brother?
Went for the mango juice.
Adam's taking his first sip.
Oh, that's good.
It's good?
Yeah,
refreshing,
that's
eh?
really good.
All right, check this out. Have you ever seen a glass of juice this big? This is massive, yo. It's like a king's goblet. All this juice for only 40 pesos, which is about $2 USD. This is the Vampiro. I can't even remember what's on there. There's some like celery, there's some apple, there's orange juice, there's beetroot, pineapple, parsley, and carrot. Pow. Whoa. That is a flavor explosion. So delicious, not overly sweet because the vegetables inside here are really balancing things out. The celery juice is giving it kind of a nice zest all around. Oh, this is a mad delicious juice. And for only $2, yo, in like Los Angeles, this would be like a $8, $10, $12 juice. Mega deals here in Oaxaca. Are you Angelita?
No, my grandma.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, Jugo de Angelita is muy
my
delicioso.
father.
Your father? It's a family thing. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Amazing, incredibly. All right, this is an absolute mind melter. They just told me that this juice stand has been here for 50 years. This is actually Angelita's daughter and her father. So Angelita's your mother?
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely mad.
I'm working hard.
Working hard, yeah, man, working very hard. All right, you can't come to Mexico and not eat tamales. Right here, we've got a mole negro tamale. That's right, this is a black mole tamale. I've been told that mole is one of the most coveted, one of the most desired spices, flavors, sauces that you can find here in Oaxaca. Oaxaca is actually comprised of 8 different regions, and all 8 of those regions have their own unique spin on mole. Adam, brother, what did you order, man? What kind of tamale did you get?
I went for the frijol, which is like black bean, and they just like purify it, get down to like a paste. And yeah, I am yet to try a tamale here in Mexico.
Oh, this is your first one, man? Tear into it, baby. Let's get that first reaction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nice?
that's really good.
Ah, hell yeah.
Reminds me of like honestly like a thicker pupusa that you get in like El Salvador. That is really good.
All right, we're about to tear into our first bite of an authentic Oaxacan tamale. If you don't know what a tamale is, this one is made with masa, which is essentially corn dough, and then it's wrapped and steamed in a banana leaf. Now, I told you earlier how mole is one of the most popular sauces here in Mexico. Depending where you go, what region, each sauce is gonna be different, but essentially mole is made up of a mix of spices, herbs, fruits, and oftentimes chilies. So let's take our first bite here and see how it tastes. Oh, look at how thick, look at how black that mole is. Pow. Wow.
Good.
Wow. It's almost like a chocolate sauce in the tamale. It's so incredibly sweet. I was blown away by how sweet it was. I've had mole a few times. Super sweet, and then it kicks you in the mouth with this incredible savory flavor as well. This feels very dense, very calorie heavy for sure. This is almost like, I swear, it's like a fudge sundae sauce almost. Also unexpected is that this is a pollo tamale, so there's chicken mixed in with the mole, mixed in with the masa. This is incredible. It was 30 pesos, or just about $1.50. Incredible way to start your day, and a very heavy breakfast. Would definitely chow down on this again. All right, the first market of the day has been crushed. It's time to infiltrate the center of Oaxaca Central right now. We're gonna make our way to one of the most famous markets in the city. It's called the 20th of November market. We've already got some juice in our stomach. We've already got some tamales. Yo, my man Adam, what are you craving?
Oh, mine said some smoked meat.
I think it's meat time, baby. Let's get it.
Meat time.
All right, there is a pretty strict mask requirement in Mexico. Most of the markets require you to wear the masks when you're not eating. We are at a place called Grilled Meat Alley, or Smoked Meat Alley, whatever you want to call it. Y'all, I've never been anywhere like this in my life. It's essentially about 10 to 15 different vendors. They're all selling a variety of grilled meats. You can choose whatever you want. You order by the kilogram. This is absolute pure chaos. The smell, the smoke, it's sensory overload. Not only that, but you've got all the different vendors here shoving menus in your face, trying to get you to buy their meat. All right, good news, we got the meat. How much are the tortillas, brother?
8 for 20 pesos.
Oh, that's a mega deal.
So what's that? One?
That's $1. 8 for
yeah.
$1. All right, man. What cut of beef should we try first, bro? Or what kind of meat?
What kind of meat? That, what is it called? Cecina?
Cecina? The pork?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cecina. Let's go.
All right, first bite of the cecina. Here we go.
Wow, really good. That is smoked lovely.
Nice and tender?
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know what seasoning they put on that, but it is banging.
Hey yo, new friend alert. Shout out to my friend Brent. Brett's from New York City, right?
Yeah, from New York City originally, now in the Bay Area.
He got the same combination we did. What's been your favorite so far?
Oh my god, the cecina.
Yeah?
It's the best. But you know the key is you put the spicy chili on it. Just whole chili right on there. My mouth is on fire.
Next level. Okay, we didn't order the chilies. We might have to get a cider. May I?
Yeah.
Oh, how can I say no? Thank you, brother.
Of course.
Woo! I'm just gonna go ahead and take a bite. Only the cecina. I've tried the other two meats yesterday. I really like them. We're gonna talk about those in a minute, but we gotta try the cecina for the first time with the big old pepper in it. Here we go. Pow.
Verdict.
Oh my God. Wow. A very extremely fresh flavor from the pepper. It's not super hot yet. It's just very, very nice. It kind of tastes like a very salsa verde element to it. Okay, whoa. Now it's creeping up on me. Now it's creeping up, The cecina itself, check this out. Look at just gobs and gobs of seasonings and herbs on there. Incredible. It's so tender. It's kind of reminds me of a juicier, much more moist beef jerky almost. Because the cecina and the tasajo, it's dried meat that's been grilled essentially, but it's not chewy like you would imagine beef jerky to be. This is just incredible. All right, there are probably 20 to 30 different food stalls in the November 20th market. We've stopped at a place called Maria Cristina. We've come here to try about 3 different Oaxacan specialties. Brent right here is a completely fluent Spanish speaker. He's doing the majority of the translating for us. That's why we brought him along. Food recommendations and translations. We just placed your order. All right, the 3 new best friends have sat down to enjoy some more Oaxacan delicacies. Here, Brent, do you want to give us a little breakdown on what we've got?
Sure, so these are memelas. It's a corn tortilla toasted on a traditional comal that's then spread with a bean paste. Sometimes the beans are made with lard, a little fresh cheese, and I think this one has the cecina on top, the cecina meat.
And then over here, we've got the champurrado. Whoop, and I just spilled it all everywhere, don't mind me. Brett said we had to order this. It's essentially corn mixed with chocolate, and then they give you this big piece of bread right here. Is this bread gonna be a little sweet, I'm wondering?
Looks like it. I'm not that much of an expert.
If you remember my video that I did in Guatemala at Pollo Campero, we ate champurrados there, but they were like a really dry cookie that we dripped in coffee. And look at this! Look at the Tlayuda! Oh my God, the Tlayudas, it's incredible. All right, we have an insane amount of food to try here, but let's start off with something sweet. Brent right here is having a conversation with Francesca. This is a family-run business here. They've been running it for over a decade. Massive amount of time. All right, so about to tear into this champurrado, this corn and chocolate drink. Check out this, we got this nice big piece of fluffy bread right here. Let's go in for that first dunk. Oh, wow. Really watery. Really watery. I thought it would have been thicker, maybe like a hot chocolate or so. Okay, one more dip in there. Oh, that's insane. Pow.
Eso es quesillo.
Very interesting.
Sí,
Very interesting.
Lo he visto vendido.
It is watered down chocolate milk, watered down hot chocolate, the best way to describe it. I haven't fallen in love with it yet. Let me try a little sip of this.
¿Y cómo se llama este tipo de?
Yeah, it's very gritty. There's definitely some chunks from the corn in there, not exactly corn kernels. But it's just a little, how to describe it, a little sandy. It's almost as if you were drinking some sort of a protein powder type drink. Not sure this is something I would order every day, but very unique and very local. Brett's gonna tell us a little bit about what we're working with here because you get a chance to speak with the owners.
So, right now we're eating a couple of different things. Traditional breakfast, this is Champurrado, which is a type of atole. Atole is a traditional Oaxacan drink made with white corn. It's sort of a thick white corn drink, and then they take pure cacao powder and they drop it in once the corn is boiling, and then they use a molinillo, a wooden kind of special wooden kind of spoon that they rub between their hands, and they beat it to give it a little bit of foam. And Fernanda was saying that this is very traditional for breakfast in Oaxaca, that you have your champurrado with a little bit of bread and maybe a tamal or maybe some memelas. We also have some memelas here, which are corn tortillas that they'll then spread with lard, and then they'll add a bean paste. The beans, Fernanda was saying, they cook with toasted avocado leaf. To make this bean paste that then they spread on top, and then they put some meat on top, which is called, they call it su asiento. Asiento is like the garnish or the meat or things that go on top of the memelas. So the zucchini flowers on the tlayuda, the cecina here on the memelas, that's the asiento, the topping.
Incredible, man. Chow down. Let's get your first reaction. Let's get your first big bite here,
I'm
man.
excited to try these.
It looks incredible.
I've been sitting here looking at these. Okay, hold on.
Brett's first big bite on the channel.
Oh wow, that's great. There's like a spicy kind of acidity to the marinade of the cecina.
Ooh.
But I love that corn.
It's a winner?
Yeah, this is great. This is great.
Let's get your thought on the champurrado, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like a watery chocolate milk kind of. You have like a
Chocolate soup almost.
Yeah, almost like a chocolate soup. You have these like little bits of like cacao that you can taste, and then you get like little flakes of what I presume is the maize. But yeah, really nice. And then it's served with like this like sweet bread. And I don't know if you're meant to eat it separately, but like I've been dipping it in, and it's pretty good.
Gotta dip it, bro,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, I'm gonna try my first bite of a tlayuda. This is also considered like a breakfast or a midday food here in Oaxaca. We've got the corn tortilla. Just like with the memelas, they've spread lard all around the tortilla. They've got that frijol paste on top. And then we've got the quesillo, which is like a stringy cow's milk cheese, a few slices of tomato in there, and then these gorgeous zucchini flowers. This is by far the most aesthetically pleasing meal we've had so far on this food tour. I don't even understand like how you're supposed to break it off. I'm just gonna try to like break a piece off like a piece of pizza. It's kind of like a Mexican pizza in a way, eh? Wow, this thing is just
New York, so like the high pizza
a
standards.
massive, massive monster. Look at that. I'm gonna fold it over like a piece of pizza so we can get the best of both worlds here. Place this over here, pass it down so you guys can try some. All right, my first bite of a tlayuda. Pow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, where to even begin? Loving the crunchiness and the thinness of this corn tortilla. Very, very nice. A lot of the tortilla-based dishes we've had here have been very soft. This just has a nice, really like crunchy element to it. The quesillo, the cheese, very, very mild, very, very gooey. There's a very overwhelming smoky flavor here. I don't know if it's from the lard or if it's from what they put in the frijol, but it's so, so good. This is also straight up the healthiest thing we've ordered since we've been here. Just an absurd amount of food. Would definitely get this again, would definitely get it with some meat on it as well. Yeah, all around, this is killing it. All right, we completely demolished as much food as we could in the November 20th market. We just had to walk across the street. Now we're in the Benito Juárez market. I walked through the door. The first thing they offer me are chapulines, are grasshoppers. And here they are. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Look at that. Have you ever had grasshoppers before? I've had these a few times, but woo! These boys got some legs on them. Pow. They're all laughing at me. Oh, these are like salted with like a little lemon, a little lime, excuse me. Very citrusy, very sour. You know, it doesn't taste like you think a bug would taste. It kind of like, a little leggy there. It tastes, it's just kind of like a very, very dry cracker. I'd had them a few times, but never had them with like the lime and salt. It's real nice. The belt is breaking. The stomach has reached max capacity. We've only got room for maybe 1 or 2 more foods. We're gonna finish the day off with something the Oaxacans call the drink of the gods. This is Tejate, and we're at one of the most famous places to try it. Dona Mata Tejate.
Alma was saying that this is a pre-Hispanic drink. Oh, I can take my mask off here. This is a pre-Hispanic drink that goes back to the Aztec times. It was often given as an offering to, ask the gods for a good harvest or good weather. It's made with a bunch of different seeds, corn, cacao, the mamey pit, and a flour called Rosita de Cacao. Rosita de Cacao, which is a type of flour. It's all toasted and then ground by hand on a metate, which is the stone thing.
Yeah, like they grind the cacao on. Yeah.
Ground, and then. And so the Zapotecs, which are the native peoples of the Oaxaca region, only the kings and the people of the uppermost echelons in society were allowed to drink Tejate.
All right, here we go. My first taste of Tejate. Looks very milky, looks very watery. Brett, what did you say is kind of like at the top here, it kind of like curdled a bit?
Yeah, it's a type of fat that you get from the cacao and the mamey seeds.
Ooh, very interesting. Never had anything like this in my life. Pow. Oh, wow. That's very interesting. Super earthy. Not sugary at all. We said no sugar. It's traditionally made without sugar. It's got kind of like a very chalky, milky consistency to it. Not really a chocolate flavor to it, but there is a very faint cacao flavor in there. Let me try this again. Yeah, it's a very acquired taste. It is refreshing because it's so cool, but it does leave this almost kind of like the other Champurrado drink we had, like this kind of like protein powdery texture, kind of aftertaste on my tongue. Very unique. I think it probably would have been a little bit better with the sugar, but yeah, not sure I would get this again, but a very interesting cultural drink for sure. All right, last stop of the day, last sip of the day. We've worked up quite a thirst. The Champurrado, the Tejate, it didn't quite quench my thirst, if you dig what I'm saying. So we've come here, we're back in the Benito Juárez market. We're gonna sip on some agua frescas. We're specifically here to try something called Horchata de Atún? De Atún?
De Tuna.
De Tuna. Horchata de Tuna, which is like horchata mixed with prickly pear. Never had prickly pear. I'm actually allergic to regular pears. Hopefully I'm not allergic to prickly pears. We think they have it here. We're just trying to work our way in line. We're letting all the locals order first, of course. But if you look over here, it looks like what they do first is they take a big scoop of the sugar water or the syrup, put that in the bottom of the cup, and then they start to add the water, and then they start to add the fruits. Look what she's got over there. It's very thick on the bottom. Some massive cups here as well. Oh, there it is.
I've never had this before.
The horchata with the prickly pear.
Oh, I was about to use a 4-letter word that I probably shouldn't use on YouTube. This is great. Oh my goodness. It's got that like nutty milk, like that nutty quality you have with horchata, but there's like a floral from the prickly pear.
And is the prickly pear red?
I think it's the red thing at the bottom, but there's like a cinnamon kind of thing too. I think once you mix it up, we're gonna get the better flavor here too.
And how much was that?
This was 23.
23.
So like $1.
Mega deal. Okay, so we've talked to the very sweet ladies next to us, and what we've got here, well, first there's giant chunks of cantaloupe in there, then it's the rice-based horchata, and then we've got some almonds. What was the third ingredient? Rose?
It's rice, cinnamon, and almonds with prickly pear, walnuts, and melon.
Rice, cinnamon, almonds, prickly pear, and what was the last one?
Walnuts and cantaloupe.
Walnuts and cantaloupe. That's an insane amount of ingredients for a drink. Cheers, everybody.
Very good.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. That is insane. Yeah, there's like the nuttiness overall from the almond. And we talked a little bit earlier about how this horchata reminds us of the type in Spain that's made with tiger nut, whereas this one is rice based. Again, it's very earthy, but very fruity. It's got like a watery milk consistency to it. Really, really like this. This is just straight up hyper refreshing. Can't stop drinking it. The super tasty, really flavorful pieces of melon, that really, really makes it complete. Never had anything like this in my life. Such a wildly innovative and delicious, delicious flavor. This was only about $1.10 for this giant cup. You can get bigger cups, you can get quart size as well. Way, way more than the average human could consume. This is about just the perfect amount for me. And that's that. I really, really hope y'all enjoyed our Oaxacan food tour adventure. Major shout out to Adam for hitting me up on Instagram and coming along. Major shout out to our new historian friend Brent for coming along, for translating, for telling us so much about Oaxacan culture and history. Their help today was absolutely invaluable. If you know of any other foods we should try here in Oaxaca, please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give these guys a follow as well to see where they end up next. I'm headed to Monterrey tomorrow, so stay tuned for those videos. But that's that, folks. My name's Brent Timm from Oaxaca, Mexico, and I'm saying ciao for now.